What if I told you that aging is not the slow decline you were warned about, but a phase where the right choices can unlock strength, clarity, and energy you thought were gone forever? After 60, many people believe that slowing down is natural, that stiffness, fatigue, and weakness are unavoidable. But modern science tells a very different story. Your body is still highly adaptable. It still responds to challenge, nourishment, and intention. And when you understand how to work with it instead of against it, remarkable changes begin to happen. Walking has long been praised as the ultimate exercise for older adults, and while it does provide benefits, it often creates a false sense of security. Many seniors walk daily yet still struggle with balance rising from a chair, carrying groceries, or feeling steady on uneven ground. That's because walking alone doesn't challenge the systems that protect independence. Strength, posture control, circulation, and reaction speed all decline quietly unless they are specifically trained. The good news is that improving these systems doesn't require gyms, heavy weights, or exhausting routines. In fact, some of the most powerful improvements come from simple, controlled movements done with focus and consistency. One of the biggest mindset shifts after 60 is understanding that effort matters more than intensity. Your body doesn't need punishment. It needs precision. Isometric movements, where muscles work without joint strain, have shown incredible benefits in older adults. These exercises awaken muscles that walking barely touches. They stimulate circulation, improve blood pressure, and strengthen the deep stabilizers that keep you upright and confident. And perhaps most importantly, they restore trust between your mind and body. When you feel strong again, fear begins to fade. But exercise is only one part of the picture. Energy and youthfulness are also built at the table. As we age, our bodies become less forgiving of poor nutrition, but more responsive to simple improvements. Protein becomes essential for maintaining muscle, even in small amounts spread throughout the day. Hydration becomes critical for joint health, circulation, and brain clarity. Many seniors walk around mildly dehydrated without realizing it, mistaking fatigue for aging. Adding more whole foods, vegetables, healthy fats, and reducing ultra-processed meals can dramatically change how the body feels within weeks, not years. Lifestyle choices quietly shape how fast or how well we age. Sleep becomes more valuable than ever, because it's when the body repairs tissues, regulates hormones, and clears inflammation. Light daily movement outside of formal exercise keeps joints lubricated and circulation flowing. Even posture matters. Standing taller, engaging the core lightly, and breathing deeply sends a signal of strength to the nervous system. Your body listens closely to how you move through the world. Perhaps the most underestimated factor in healthy aging is mindset. The brain does not stop learning after 60. In fact, it remains remarkably plastic. When you challenge yourself physically in safe, controlled ways, you're also training your brain. Balance improves because the nervous system becomes more efficient. Confidence grows because fear pathways quiet down. People who believe they are capable tend to move differently, stand differently, and recover faster. This isn't motivational talk. It's neuroscience. Many older adults unknowingly shrink their world. They stop reaching, stop bending, stop testing their limits, not because they can't, but because they're afraid to. That fear accelerates decline far more than aging itself. The moment you begin to safely challenge your muscles, your balance, and your endurance, your world starts expanding again. Chairs become easier to rise from. Stairs feel less intimidating. Walking becomes smoother, faster, and more confident. Healthy aging isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. Short, focused exercises that engage multiple systems at once. Simple meals that nourish instead of drain. Daily habits that reinforce strength instead of fragility. And a mindset that sees aging not as a countdown, but as a stage where wisdom meets capability. Your body wants to support you. It wants to be strong, balanced, and resilient. It only needs the right signals. And once you start sending them, the changes can be surprising, even empowering. This isn't about turning back the clock. It's about moving forward with strength, clarity, and confidence, knowing that the best years of independence don't have to be behind you. As you grow older, the body starts sending quieter signals. It doesn't shout the way it did in youth. Instead, it whispers through stiffness in the morning, hesitation when stepping off a curb, or that brief moment of imbalance when turning too quickly. Many people ignore these signals, assuming they are simply part of aging. But these are not warnings of decline. They are invitations to act. When you respond with the right kind of movement and care, the body answers back with strength. One of the most empowering truths for older adults is that muscles respond to intention more than motion. You don't need long workouts to create change. Even short moments of muscle engagement can trigger powerful adaptation. When you gently press, hold, and breathe through controlled movements, your nervous system wakes up. It starts recruiting more muscle fibers, improving coordination, and restoring confidence in how you move. This is why simple wall-based and isometric exercises have gained so much attention in recent research. They train strength, balance, and circulation at the same time without exhausting the joints. These movements do something walking alone cannot. They teach your body how to stabilize itself. Stability is the foundation of independence. It's what allows you to catch yourself when you stumble, to reach without fear, and to move through daily life with ease. When stability improves, fear decreases. And when fear decreases, movement becomes more natural again. That alone can transform how a person feels in their body after 60. Consistency matters far more than intensity. A few minutes every day, done with focus, creates better results than occasional long sessions. When you treat movement as a daily conversation with your body instead of a chore, it becomes sustainable. The body thrives on repetition. Each time you engage your muscles, even briefly, you reinforce neural pathways that support balance and strength. Over time, these small signals accumulate into meaningful change. Diet supports this process quietly but powerfully. Many seniors unknowingly undereat protein, especially in the morning. This makes it harder for the body to repair and maintain muscle. Even modest increases, such as adding eggs, yogurt, lentils, fish, or lean meats, can make a noticeable difference. Combined with adequate hydration, this nourishment improves energy, joint comfort, and mental clarity. Food is not just fuel, it is information. It tells your body whether to rebuild or break down. Lifestyle rhythm also plays a critical role. Long periods of sitting slow circulation and stiffen joints. Breaking that pattern with light movement throughout the day keeps the body responsive. Standing up every hour, stretching gently, or doing a few controlled holds can prevent stiffness from taking hold. These habits protect mobility without requiring extra time or equipment. The emotional side of aging is often overlooked. Many people carry quiet frustration or sadness about what they can no longer do, but the body responds more strongly to optimism than most realize. When you believe improvement is possible, you move with more intention. That intention changes muscle activation, breathing patterns, and posture. It sounds subtle, but it's measurable. Studies consistently show that people with a positive outlook on aging maintain better mobility and recover faster from setbacks. It's important to let go of the idea that effort must hurt to be effective. Pain is not a requirement for progress, especially after 60. Gentle challenge is enough. When movements are controlled and purposeful, they strengthen joints instead of wearing them down. This approach allows you to build strength without fear, which is essential for long-term consistency. Many seniors rediscover confidence not in big achievements, but in small victories. Standing up without using hands, walking faster without realizing it, feeling steadier on uneven ground. These moments rebuild trust in the body, and once that trust returns, daily life opens up again. Social activity increases, mood improves, energy feels more stable throughout the day. Healthy aging is not about avoiding weakness, it's about addressing it calmly and consistently. When you combine simple strength-focused movements, supportive nutrition, restorative sleep, and a belief in your body's ability to adapt, you create a powerful foundation. Aging doesn't have to mean shrinking. With the right approach, it can mean refining, strengthening, and moving forward with confidence. Your body is not finished, it is waiting. And every small action you take today sends a message about how you want to live tomorrow. There comes a moment for many people after 60 when they realize it's not the big health events that change life, but the small daily limitation, the hesitation before bending down, the extra thought before climbing stairs, the subtle fear of falling that changes how you move. These moments slowly shape behavior, and over time, they can shrink independence. But the powerful truth is this: the body is capable of reclaiming much of what feels lost when it's given the right kind of challenge. Strength after 60 is no longer about lifting heavy or pushing through pain. It's about teaching the body to work together again. Muscles, joints, balance systems, and the brain must communicate efficiently. When they do, movement feels smoother, safer, and more confident. This coordination is what truly defines fitness in later life, and it can be trained. Simple exercises that engage multiple muscle groups at once create the greatest impact. When you press into a wall, hold your position, and breathe steadily, you're not just strengthening muscles, you're retraining your nervous system. You're improving how quickly your body responds to changes in position. That response time is what protects you when life is unpredictable. Walking alone rarely challenges this system, which is why people can walk daily and still feel unsteady. Balance is not just about the legs. It's about the core, the hips, the feet, and how they communicate with the brain. When these systems weaken, the brain becomes cautious. Movement slow down. confidence drops. But when you begin strengthening these areas, even gently, the brain regains trust. And when the brain trusts the body, movement becomes more natural and less fearful. Daily habits reinforce these changes. Standing tall, engaging the core lightly, and moving with intention throughout the day trains posture without thinking about it. Even breathing matters. Slow, controlled breathing during movement calms the nervous system and improves coordination. Over time, this creates a sense of calm strength rather than tension. That feeling alone can change how someone experiences aging. Nutrition continues to play a supportive role. As muscles strengthen, the body becomes more efficient at using nutrients. Protein supports repair. Healthy fats support joint comfort and brain health. Fiber supports digestion and energy regulation. These choices don't need to be extreme. Consistency matters more than perfection. Small improvements sustained over time create lasting benefits. Sleep is another pillar often underestimated. During sleep, the body consolidates learning, repairs tissue, and regulates inflammation. When sleep quality improves, energy during the day feels more stable, balance improves, reaction time sharpens. Even mood becomes more resilient. Supporting sleep through regular schedules, light evening meals, and calming routines can enhance all other efforts. One of the most inspiring changes many older adults experience is the return of self-efficacy, the belief that I can do this. That belief transforms how people engage with life. They become more willing to try, more open to movement, and less fearful of challenge. This mental shift has measurable physical effects. People move faster, they stand more upright, they recover quicker from fatigue. The body responds to respect. When you challenge it gently but consistently, it adapts. When you nourish it thoughtfully, it rewards you with energy. When you trust it again, it supports you in return. Aging doesn't remove the body's ability to improve. It only changes the rules. And once you understand those rules, progress becomes possible again. Every day is an opportunity to reinforce strength rather than decline. Small choices compound. A few minutes of focused movement, a nourishing meal, a positive thought about what your body can still do. These are not insignificant actions. They are the building blocks of independence. You are not too old to get stronger. You are not too old to feel steady. You are not too old to reclaim confidence in your movement. The body you have today is capable of supporting the life you want tomorrow. All it needs is consistent care, purposeful movement, and a belief that improvement is still within reach.